In the history of this channel, we have likely never covered a story so woke and so hilarious. Yet, folks, we're here to tell you the ramifications are real. Today, we're talking about Wicked now being criticized for emissions. Yes, Cynthia and Ariana, their emissions in the United Kingdom drawing scrutiny. It could be a symbol for something, folks, even bigger. The reason why the United Kingdom is failing. Hello and welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we dive deep and sometimes with topics that would not seem to take us there. But that's where we're going today, folks, as we laugh, as we mock the British government for tracking the emissions of Wicked and declaring it's too much. It's just too much. Global environmental consequences. Somebody better call Greta Thunberg to get on to Cynthia and Ariana for this. It cannot stand. It simply cannot stand. Click the like button. We'll tell you what this is all about. And more broadly, why it's a signal, a symbol of a UK that has fallen away badly in the world standing. Without a doubt, it is the funniest and yet perhaps most relevant story we have ever covered on the Pro Channel. And I mean that. This is knockdown hilarious. And yet there is such meaning here to explain what is going wrong and what is going on in Hollywood and the places they're trying to escape to, because Lord knows they're not going to Georgia anymore. Here's the story out of The Times, United Kingdom. It's a United Kingdom outlet. Caroline Reed, Christian Silt. You know, I love these people. They're over at The Times now. You know, I love this. Caroline, you're everywhere. You're even in England now. Yes. Wicked films leave big carbon footprint on Yellow Brick Road. Now, I just want to share with you all, I think this is the greatest troll ever. Because Caroline Reed and Kristen Silt are not, in fact, crazy woke journos. What they have done, however, and I would love to show you all the responses to this, they have sent the UK into a tizzy. A tizzy, I tell you. Universal's blockbuster Wizard of Oz prequels generated more emissions in UK than rival productions such as the new Knives Out film and Deadpool and Wolverine. And I'm telling you, the wackos out there can't stand this. Few musicals have cast as powerful a spell as the Wicked movies. The two prequels to the 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz, have grossed £901 million between them and won 2 Oscars, but at quite a cost to the environment. The Wicked film's gross emissions, which I personally also am offended by, Wicked's gross emissions. Let's just all pause on the wordplay there. You know, you two, Caroline, Christian, you two, you're just too smart. They don't even, I love the fact that the people responding to this don't even realize, they can't even see, it's so glaringly obvious they're being trolled. The Wicked film's gross emissions were the equivalent of running 5,019 cars for a year in the United Kingdom. When the bulk of the filming for both movies took place, analysis of data from the government and the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders shows.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Does this mean that those cars were running 24/7?
Probably so.
Okay.
I'll tell you this too, okay?
Okay.
What this means is that the United Kingdom, where Hollywood has escaped to, because they've ruined California, the United Kingdom is actually tracking the emissions of movies. Because the United Kingdom is so obsessed with this sort of stuff while their economy collapses, okay? Now, I told you, this is hilarious to me. It is so funny to me that the ultra-woke Wicked movies cannot win neither at the box office nor in the woke category because they're putting out too much gas. And frankly, I'm worried it's methane. But that's beyond the point. Let me show you this real quick, okay? And let's get into a deeper discussion, because we could sit here and just mock them, and we should. We should. We could sit here and we could pull up all the responses to this, and we could. Maybe we should. But there's something deeper here, really and truly, and I want you to walk away smarter because you came to this channel, because you clicked on this segment. Peter Maluk. Capitalism has many flaws, but it is far better than all the alternatives. The world's 7 largest companies are all United States tech giants, together worth over $22 trillion. And 20 of the top 25 are American. You say, Pro, what in the world does this have to do with the topic you're just covering? Lauren, do you remember what position the United Kingdom was in about 100 years ago? Where did they place in terms of in the world, the ranking economy and influence and all that sort of thing? Where were they about 100 to 200 years ago?
Quite a bit higher than they are now.
And it was World War I. So
you see any United Kingdom companies in this list anymore?
Well, I mean,
Bank of America.
Wasn't there Jaguar at one point?
They annihilated that one earlier this year.
Yeah, that's right.
And they Cracker Barrel that thing. Folks, let me tell you something. The fact that the United Kingdom government is tracking the emissions of Wicked. Now, just listen. Let me say it again, okay? Of all the things you've heard happening in the United Kingdom, lean into your device that you're listening, okay? Listen to Uncle Pro for a minute. Of all the things that the United Kingdom government should be doing, the British government, they're tracking in high fidelity the emissions, the gaseous emissions of Wicked, of Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Did you know that? Did you know that with all the trouble that the UK is having right now, they don't have a single company in the top 25. They're tracking. What are they up to? They're tracking the gaseous emissions of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. That's what the UK is up to. Panel, here's the deal, okay? We have watched this happen to San Francisco. We watched San Francisco go from being the most tech impressive city in the United States, the capital of Silicon Valley, even if it's not necessarily in a valley, it's a bay, but it was the lead. I mean, everybody wanted to go to San Fran back in the 80s, the 90s. It was the place to be. It was where the American dream was being manifest. The leader of ideas in the world. And in 20 to 30 years, they destroyed it. They're doing the same thing. They're how do we make this a verb? San Franciscoing the United Kingdom, and Hollywood is escaping the places, culture, where they're tracking the gaseous emissions of their productions. That's where Hollywood wants to go. Hollywood doesn't want to go to the super productive places in the United States. Hollywood wants to go to places in the world that are tracking the gases of the films they make.
If you come to Canada, you can capture that gas and do carbon capture and sell it.
Steve, we don't want to hear about your personal habits, okay?
Yeah.
You put the jars away. Nobody wants you to open them. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah. San Franciscoizing places is bad.
San Franciscoing. Come on, culture. I just struggled through those phonemes already, okay?
Fine.
Can I show you one more thing, culture?
Sure.
Look at this beauty, okay? Yeah. I just want people. This is the funniest, wokest story we've ever covered. Yeah. The rabbit hole. I want you to see this. Has this posted? It's a great graph. It's 6 graphs actually, and it shows you the rise in particular terms listed in academic papers. And by the way, we've got other graphs that we've put on the channel before. It's about a 10-year delay between when they start appearing in academic papers and when they start showing up in media. Right? This is the bellwether that tells you another curve is on the way. This is the canary who says, hey, guess what's coming to media in just a minute? You can see the rise and all this stuff, right? And that's how we have arrived at this place. We have arrived at this place where we are so hyper-focused on issues that don't matter that the UK is literally being devoured by all kinds of unnecessary drama that's destroying their country. They don't have a single company in the top 25. They've fallen out of place. They're living on a legacy that they once upon a time had. And it's so sad to watch them now. What is it they're up to? What is their government good at? Well, it's not necessarily protecting their citizens, but by golly, they're great at tracking the emissions of Cynthia Erivo. Congratulations. Vash? Lauren?
Yeah,
Lauren, you're muted. You've lost. Vash will hop in, then you get in, Lauren.
Well, we've seen from I think a lot of I want to say reports published in California, I think in Georgia and some other places. The carbon-based impact of productions occurring within Los Angeles area, like I said, Georgia and elsewhere. This
In
is,
Georgia?
yeah. So I mean, it's anywhere
Georgia,
where
the
production is taking-
state of Georgia is tracking carbon emissions for these things.
Well, yeah. So they'll again, there are research firms out there that'll actually, they will detail.
Okay. But
productions.
the state. The state of Georgia is not okay.
The state, I don't think so. But there have been research reports published by various firms detailing like the carbon-based impact of these certain productions in the past and so forth. This has been a talking point amongst some people on certain sides of the political spectrum, as one could possibly imagine those being. It's a weird obsession. It's a weird fascination, and studios actually have, at least certain productions have actually taken steps in order to mitigate their carbon-based impact there because of some of these reports that have been published. So we've seen this in the past, but I kind of do agree with you, Pro. If the UK is, taking some of its precious resources that they could be doing anything with and tracking the impact of these wicked productions on what environmental level, that seems to be an odd place to place those resources, I guess.
Here's what I want, Lauren. I want the UK to try winning again. And I just think tracking the emissions of these two actresses and their cohorts on this movie, I don't know that that's how they're going to win. And when I look at this list of the top 25 countries in the world, or the top 25 companies in terms of size in the world. And by the way, this is not all the companies. These are the publicly traded companies, right? By market cap, largest global company by market cap. SpaceX is not on there because who knows, right? Listen, the UK, they were leaders in the world. And now this is what they're obsessed with? Listen, they're a teeny, itsy bitsy little island. They could light the whole sucker on fire and they wouldn't compete with China in emissions. What are they doing?
I think you're not thinking big enough, Pro.
Oh boy. Tell me how we can get bigger emissions. How can we do it?
No, not the emissions. Consider the relative weight and mass of the subjects being monitored.
You're telling me we need a John Candy-sized Wicked Witch the next time?
No. What I'm saying is that the sensitivity of the equipment required to measure their emissions has got to be off the chart. That is a technological boom waiting to happen. If they just export that technology, they can have their economy roaring in no time.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is quite so for you, Pro. You might think this is hilarious.
Hang on, Steve. I'm still blinking. I'm still sitting here just blinking at the idea that the UK actually exporting a technology that can measure the methane output of Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande at scale. Go ahead, Steve. I'm just my shades are fogging up as we speak. Go ahead, Steve.
Feel free to keep those shades going because this is quite literally how Canada is operating right now. Right, so you think this is funny?
Hang on, let me look for the Canadian companies.
Exactly right.
Oh,
so
boy.
This is Mark Carney at Brookfield, like everywhere right here. So this is just like that whole cabal of insanity.
It's about power.
This is a lived 100%. It is. It's a lived reality for many of us who are certain 2A rights who have been
if you think
existed.
If you think that Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande changed the temperature by 0.0001 degree in any place of the world, right? If you think that happened, I have a jacket with special sleeves for you.
I don't know. Those ladies can eat a lot of chili.
Oh my. It is such fun getting to spend time together, folks, but we have come to the end of yet another video. Well, that makes the mainstream scratch their heads, pull their hair out, and wonder how is it we continue to do what we do. But you know what we do this for? It's for you. To keep bringing all the knowledge of entertainment, explaining what's going on in Hollyweird each and every day. And you can help us continue on that way by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. Share this out on your favorite social media platforms, and we would love to have you drop a comment right on down below. Share your thoughts because, well, your thoughts truly do matter, and we mean it. As we get ready to say goodbye, we end with the common refrain. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.